Monday. And that means race time. Welcome to the Digital Sim Sports Network and our live coverage of the Mars Beardsconsin Pavement Street Stock Series. We're going to the scene of the crime. Slinger Speedway. The infamous Slinger Speedway. A lot of people know about it. Few people that hang around here with us have actually raced at this place. Everybody wants to be in or see the show. So, we thank you guys for being here. Bill, Randy, Gordon, everybody already lighting up the chat. And Randy, I feel the same way. I was almost still at work myself. We were 3.5 hours away this morning at 8 o'clock, and we were headed home. And, well, thank you, Portland Landing Volunteer Fire Department. Volunteer for running over the back of my work truck for no reason whatsoever. We almost got stranded out there. Just about didn't make it home today. So, as unfortunate as incidents are, everybody was safe, and that's probably the biggest takeaway from it, that everything can be repaired and nobody got injured. There was some words exchanged and some tempers were flared, and, well, you know, I mean, it's what happens sometimes. But we're all here. We're all good. 26 drivers have decided they want to be in the show tonight. So we are going to get at least 4 heats. We'll get a consi. We'll get our 35-lap A main in. We'll send 8 drivers home early this evening from around the racetrack. Well, that's the worst thing. When you go in early so you can leave early and it doesn't work out. Yeah. I went down. I was down there for a week working 2 different locations down there, and I stayed over the weekend and wanted to be there early so we could get in and get out, and we did it. Man, we did it. We were headed back, going to stop at the lake house, pick up the stuff that I needed to pick up to bring home. I was going to be here an hour and a half ago. Yeah, that didn't work out very good. Swerved to miss a turtle coming up to a bridge because I saw that big old turtle crossing the road. And apparently he was in a hurry to get to that fire and didn't think about all the other lives he was putting in danger by going that fast on that narrow little road, crossing the double yellow line and trying to pass me crossing the bridge. So he crushed the left rear corner of my new truck. Does not make the work people very happy, but it is what it is. It can be fixed. Probably going to take a whole new bed, but that's another story for another day. Adam Vinny's the quickest in the qualifying session. He's out there in that 64 machine, which is not his normal number. I know he's doing a tribute. That's been a tribute car. In fact, he won on the very first night of this series in that car over at Lanier, I believe it was. So he is back to see what he can do here at Slinger. We're going to get ready for qualifying. Full week of racing this week. 2 shows tonight, 1 tomorrow, and a doubleheader on Thursday. As the Mighty Midgets come back on Thursday night. Mars and DSRL tonight. ERA tomorrow night. Thursday night. Probably one of the 2 longest running series on the network. Oh, let's go down here. Sean McLaughlin, one of the first cars to hit the track. He gets down in here. Ooh, he got a little free there on the exit of 2, getting up on that straightaway. Everything's banked here. There isn't a flat piece of nothing here. Everything has a banking to it. That car got a little tight right there with him. Adam Vinny, 12:15, once again, top of the speed chart. Wonder if he practiced a little. There goes McLaughlin up to second. Garrett Boyd is third. Quick Turnmeyer finishing things up right here. Chris Griffin, he's finished up. Griffin now 20th quick. Legitimacy Genesee now 20th quick. He's about to fall off the pylon. Still, Vinny McLaughlin, Boyd, Turnmeyer, and Connor are the top 5. Reed Rundle just put the jackwagon out onto the racing service. Yeah, Tiny Dancer, and they're missing you, buddy. Maybe you can make the second show this evening. So, Rundle second quick. Thousandths of a second between he and his teammate, Adam Vinny. This time, no time, as he crushed the outside wall. Out of turn number 4, coming to what I think was going to be at least as good, if not a little bit better, of a lap. Pete Dillon, 12th quick, and that is where he's going to lock in. This lap not going to count for him. 12 at 36 for him. So, driver 11/64. Quick time for the evening, 12.15 seconds. Reed Rundle, 12.16 seconds technically, because he's 7 1,000ths off of Adam Vinny. That puts him P2. Those two will start position number 4 in their respective heats. So will McLaughlin, and so will Boyd. Watching the 91 car. He is going to have a second row starting spot in his heat. Inside, I believe. Second row. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Third heat, it looks like. Got to do the math. Qualifying is ended. Wait, what? It is Slinger. What are you talking about? Wait a minute, Mr. Bill. I'm so lost right now. All right, let's look at the starting lineup for heat number 1, and it's going to go like this. The 5 of Casey Wynn has the pole. Stephen Pearson, the 24, will be on his outside. Then Justin Carby, 29 car. He'll have second row to the inside. And your quick qualifier for the evening in the 64, that's Adam Vinny. Fifth row, Nick Baker, that 89 machine back there. Good to see Nick back again. That's where he'll start, and he'll have Dean Gugliano, the 34, on the outside of that row. And then all by himself, back in the back, Dan Legenesee, the 37. 7 cars for this first heat. Pace car going to get out of the way. We'll roll them down. Through 3 and 4, looking for Casey Wynn.
Green flag, green flag.
And the green flag is out. We're started. Wynn. Oh, he hit that bump down there. He had to really jump off the throttle coming up the straightaway. That car got real shifty with him. That's going to give Pierce a chance to get back alongside. I watched a little bit of the practice, and these guys were able to run too wide here and stay too wide. It looks like Pierce has got something figured out on the high side. He shoots out to the lead. But Pierce 1, Wynn 2. And now Wynn is going to shut the door on Vinny. Vinny's up to third. Carby in that 4 spot. Baker, Legenesee, and Gagliano rounding things out. All right, now Stephen Pierce kind of has this in hand. She is starting to get away from the battle for second. Casey Wynn and Adam Vinny. So much banking in these corners. And now Adam Vinny pulling to the inside. Going to see if he can make that bottom work. Take the spot. Oh, big bump into the fence. Casey Wynn. Wynn's going to shift up the track. That's going to open the door. Vinny got by. Carby is trying to get by as well. As we're under the white flag. Heat 1 almost in the books. Pierce is going to win it. Vinny's going to come home second. Who's going to be third and fourth and get the automatic transfers? It will be Wynn and then Carby. Nick Baker Dan Legenesee and Dean Gagliano. Oh, well, we got all kinds of craziness going on at the exit of the track. But the bottom three, well, they're going to go into tonight's LCQ. So Heat 2 will grid out. This is how they'll look. We're seeing new paint on the 81 of Jeff Werdeman, but he has the pole position. 31 of Andrew Humphrey on his outside. Then Marvin Turnmeyer, the 16. He has row 2 to the inside. Next 2, Reed Rundle in that 43. John Sheminsky, the 99 car. Row 3 to the inside. Next 2, Jeffrey Brunner in the 164. And Shotgun Charlie, Heat 2. That's going to be the 12 of Chris Griffin. That'll be that black MGD Chevy Camaro. 31 car. Now, I don't care how many times I see that 31 car. Man, I like that. So let's get ready to kick them off down the back straight right here in turns 3 and 4.
Green flag, green flag.
Yep. Right in the middle of turn 3 is where that line is at. Boy, they just get the nose to it, and the flagman is already waving the green laundry up here. Little bump and grind on the start. Looked like Werdeman maybe spun the wheels. His teammate Turnmeyer got into the back of him a little bit, and we're going to stay side by side, 2 wide at the front. Well, we'll try to do that, Randy. All right, now Werdeman is going to grab the top spot. Humphrey stuck on the outside. Here comes a Rundle. He is trying to work to the inside of the 31 and keep the car down on the bottom. That might be a tall order. He'll clear Andrew Humphrey. Now Humphrey wants to get in line, but Turnmeyer's got other ideas. Final 2 transfer spots to the A main from your Heat being contested right here. And don't look now, but the 99 of Sheminsky is right there. I think he's just trying to figure out which one's going to move first. And that's the one he's going to jump behind. Griffin and Brunner out behind all of this action. But there goes Turnmeyer, and now Humphrey settles down in line. So put him in that 4th and final transfer spot for the time being. Coming around, white flag, Jeff Werdeman. He'll get there first. Rundle, Turnmeyer, and Humphrey are the top 4 right now behind Werdeman. Checkered flag for Heat 2. Werdeman, Rundle, Turnmeyer, and Humphrey transferring into the A. Sheminsky, Griffin, and Brunner all grabbing a ticket to tonight's LCQ. They'll take 2 cars out of that LCQ also, so that'll be a pretty contested deal. Now, Heat 3, well, it's going to be a little different. Yeah, we're going to see a 6-car heat here. It's going to be the 52 of Colin Penn on the pole. John Brunner in the 46 will be on his outside, and then Joey Connor, 91 car. 3rd heat, inside, row number 2. And he'll have 77 of Sean McLaughlin on his outside. And the last row, the 53 of Sheminsky inside. And Westendorf from the 92 on the out. All right, one more time, and we'll get the start down there in the middle of turn 3 the next time. All right, there goes our pace car out the top of turn 2. Brunner and Penn.
Green, green, green.
Whoa! That green flag came out before they were in turn 3. That could make for some wild starts, and here we go. There's your wildness right there.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Brunner tried. And I don't know how close we can get with some of these camera angles. He tried to get down in there. And I don't know if Brunner spotted this, didn't tell him a car was there, but he got him down on the flat, got him loose. McLaughlin had nowhere to go, and neither did Sheminsky. Andrew Sheminsky going to lose the front clip off that 53. I think every one of these cars is a Chevy Monte Carlo. That might be the first race where we haven't had either a Ford or a Camaro in with the they call it a casino, which is maybe one of the dumbest things in the world. So we will stay a single file here for a moment. I don't think we're getting the one to go right here either, but we might. Yes, we do. Lights are off on the pace vehicle. We're going to double them back up. There's only going to be 4 laps remaining. Front row didn't change. Penn and Brunner. Now it's McLaughlin on the inside, Sheminsky on the outside, and then the back row is Westendorf on the inside, and Connor on the outside. And we're going to go back here, take a look. Dylan Connor having all kinds of issues. Joey Connor having all kinds of issues trying to get around these guys. They're side by side, and there is no openings. Oh, little bump, little grind, and Westendorf is going to grab the car back underneath him, but he's going to lose track position. Gives up that spot. Penn, Brunner, McLaughlin, and Andrew Sheminsky are the top 4 right now. But I think Joey Connor is going to make a run here to try to get one of the transfer spots. It's a tough thing having to come through that last chance qualifier. And when only 2 spots are up for grabs there, some crazy stuff can happen. So see, it looks like McLaughlin having a little trouble. He's not even going to be able to keep Sheminsky behind him. Now he might. For inside 2 to go, and Sheminsky got the car across the nose of Connor, and he's going to keep him parked in 5th for the time being. White flag. One more time around. Who's going to get that final transfer spot? Penn and Brunner pretty much secure. McLaughlin, Sheminsky, I thought we were going to see a run right there. All right, now it looks like it will be McLaughlin 3rd, Sheminsky 4th. We'll see Connor and Westendorf coming out of the LCQ here momentarily. Well, that got exciting. It should be exciting. It's racing. I don't know if anybody watched that craziness last night, but man, who in the world thought that was a good idea? So let's line up our final heat for the Mars Pavement Series here. It's going to be Nathan Hale in the 91 starting on the pole. That's the 091. Then Pete Dillon, the 07. He'll have outside that front row. Matt Knowles, the 15, inside the second row next to Garrett Boyd in the 21. And then the 13 of Chris Alvey inside, and Jim Butcher in the 117 outside that third and final row. Jim Butcher still sponsorless. Out here riding around in the primer gray, number 117. Nathan Hale has a pretty slick-looking ride. I think they might have missed an opportunity to make that whole nose on that car either black or blue, and
Green.
make it kind of blend into the front of that car. But green flag in the air, heat 4 underway. Oh, bumping and grinding already as Hale and Dillon have contact getting through 1 and 2, and Dillon on the outside is going to grab the lead. First time we've seen that. Here comes Garrett Boyd. Boyd almost pushed Hale down the front stretch. Boyd in the 3rd spot right now. Matt Knowles in that final transfer spot. Alvey and Butcher just trying to stay in touch and see if these guys make any mistakes. Knowles almost made a big one. He got that left front tire down on the flat on the infield. And he is lucky that car didn't get away from him right there. Boyd trying to put pressure on Hale. Now gets the nose to the inside, but not quite enough drive off. Pete Dillon, 0.8 of a second in front of this battle. A second, third, and fourth right there. If they can keep them square, they're all going to the show. It's all about where you start, and that's why Garrett Boyd is working so hard to try to get around Nathan Hale. Fifth and sixth are about almost a second and a half back behind this battle right here. That time Boyd got the nose there, center of the corner. The door got shut coming to the white flag. Dillon's going to win it. Oh, can Boyd hang on? He got the car out of shape out of two, and Knowles drove around the side of him. Dillon and Hale 1-2. Boyd barely in front of Knowles. Albie and Butcher, LCQ for you boys. We'll see you here in just about 40 seconds. Heat racing action has come to a close. 16 drivers locked in, looking for two more. Ten drivers going to vie for two spots in tonight's 35-lap A main. We're going to line them up. This is what it's going to look like. It's going to be Nick Baker and John Sheminsky on the front row. Joey Connor and Chris Albee in row 2. Dan Legenesi and Chris Griffin, row 3. Josh Westendorf, Jim Butcher, row 4. And the back row, Dean Gagliano and Jeff Brunner. Randy, you still upset that you missed it? Looks like it's kind of tough sledding out there. It's one lane. I thought we'd see two. I watched a bunch of these guys in practice, and several of them were really working, see what they could do too wide. And 7, 8, 9 laps, they were staying that way. All right, about to get the green flag down here in turn 3. Wow, that is early. It's crazy early to me. But Nick Baker grabbed the lead. I thought Connor was going to really try to make a run and shove his nose down inside the 89 right there into 1 and 2. Give Adam a run. All right. Baker's got the lead. Sheminsky to second. Connor, first car on the outside looking in. We got a few laps left. Here comes Legenesi. 3 wide. Westendorf was on the bottom. Albee was on the top, and he just goes in way hot, and we're 4 wide. There's a wreck.
All right, man.
That'll give us caution. Let's back this up because it's not starting in the right spot. We got down in here. He got on the flat, was up the hill a little, had to wait. That gave Westendorf a run. He tried to shut the door there, got back on the flat, gets into Albee, goes back to the flat, now 4 wide. Yeah, that was just not going to work. Luckily, everybody's facing forward, a little bent sheet metal, a little ground rubber. But we'll shake some things up, move some cars around, and try to get them relined here. Baker, Sheminsky, Connor, Albee, Westendorf, Griffin, Butcher, Gagliano, Brunner, and Legenesi. Well, 64 was, I guess, a pretty tough customer around Slinger, hey? I'm hoping that the man himself will respond to that question, but we'll see. All right, restart. 7 laps remaining. Once again, Joey Connor going to have an opportunity to get alongside Sheminsky here. Sheminsky going to have an opportunity to get alongside Baker. No, he has not.
All right, man.
That is going to be probably a tiny bit of discussion between some drivers right there. You know what? Let's go back. Let's have a look. On the restart. Well, I don't know. That's going to be a hard one to call because I'm not sure that Sheminsky did anything more than try to hold his ground. And Baker was just trying to get off the exit. That's a really crappy racing deal right there. And somebody had to come up on the short end of the stick, and it's the 89. Nick Baker, and I think he's got left front suspension issues now as well. So both, huh, Randy? Well, good. We need to figure out how to get Mr. Bill live on here so we can talk to him about some of those good old days. All right, let's reset your field. Sheminsky and Connor, then Alvey and Westendorf. And we're back to green flag racing. I think the 99 missed a shift down there in turn 4. That's going to open things up for Joey Connor. Connor just needs to get into the feature. And having to come from the LCQ, not the way he's accustomed to doing it, I know. These two going to go at it pretty hard. As John Sheminsky going to give Joey Connor all he wants. He's going to take the spot away. Now Chris Alvey trying to make a run, but the crossover from Connor, and he's going to put Sheminsky on the outside now. Hello, Mindy Lee. 2 to go this time, and Sheminsky fighting hard on the top side. Contact. Ooh, that ain't going to go over too well, I don't think. Connor now grabbing the lead. That's going to open things up for Chris Alvey. Alvey on the white flag lap. Dead even with Sheminsky. Sheminsky out wide, going to give up the spot. Down to the corner, little bumpity bump, but it don't matter. Connor and Alvey going to the feature. Sheminsky, Westendorf, Legenesi, Baker, Butcher, Brunner Griffin, and Gagliano are done for the evening. So our 18-car field is officially set. I would imagine we are going to have a couple of meeting of the minds before we get ready to go to this feature. Adam Vinny, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How we doing?
Not too bad. It looks like the 64 car's got it figured out here tonight. Quickest in the pre-race practice. Quickest in qualifying. You transferred through to the feature. I'm sure you wanted to win your heat, but getting a guaranteed transfer spot, can't complain about that. We're going to start with a decent starting position. What's going to be the plan? Because it's a pretty short race here.
Go to the front and stay to the front just like my dad used to.
Well, all right. What I said a minute ago to the fans, one of these days we're going to have to get him on here and talk to him about the golden age of racing.
Yeah, this is his favorite track. This is probably my favorite track of them all. This is just absolute phenomenal racetrack to witness, and now get to bring it to life through iRacing.
Are we going to get to see a figure 8 burnout if you win?
I'll give you whatever you want. What do you want? Tell me, Roger, what do you want?
You win the race. You got to do all the way around figure 8 burnout.
I'll do what I can.
All right, my man. Well, good luck out there. Thanks for chatting with us.
I appreciate it. Hopefully everybody enjoys the show.
Adam Vinny driving in the 64. Doing it for Dad. Why not? Hell, we saw Do It for Dale yesterday. Let's do it for Dad tonight. I'll bet it was a lot of fun. I never raced on pavement. Never had the desire to race on pavement. I grew up in the dirt. My heart was in the dirt. That's all I ever wanted. Yo, Lumber Dude jackwagon there. I'm looking for. There he is. There's the Lumber Dude limousine. Not in the limousine tonight. He's taking an Uber. Not in the 11 car. He's in the 64. We'll see if he can bring that blue and white machine. I'm going to say he is going to be about row 2 or 3 on the in. No, he's got to be row 3 or 4 on the inside. Because our 4 winners will have the first 2 rows, and then all the second place drivers are going to be in the next couple. Well, he's doing it for Bill, but but last night we saw Do It for Dale. Oh my! And like I said, I don't know if any of you were watching, but that was he should have won the race anyway. That caution for those 2 idiots racing for 94th place or whatever the hell they were doing back there cost him almost 3 seconds of lead. But you could tell that he is not accustomed to having to restart at the front under pressure. And he blew that start. And then he made a couple of very questionable moves. The second one, I can't fault him as much as I can the first one. His second move, where he got into Hamlin, it looked like Hamlin was trying to get off the corner on his angle. He was trying to keep him pinned down. Yeah, it was a right hook. It was pretty ugly. That I call more racing than anything. But the first one, terrible choice. And I'm not a Dillon fan at all, but I'm even less of a Joey Logano fan. So was I upset about it personally? No, not at all. But do I think it was nasty and dirty and they probably should have done something? Oh, absolutely. All right. Warm-up session is over. That means it's showtime. 35 laps is going to be the distance. 18 cars. Tiny little racing space. As you can see, it's a 1/4 mile. It's high banks. The humidity is ridiculous tonight. It is basically raining out here. 98%. 71 degrees. Little bit of a breeze. But we got 18 guys. Let's go through the lineup. Nathan Hale and John Brunner are going to have our front row. And then in the second row, it is Lumber Dude City, the Jackwagon, Reed Rundle on the inside, and the limousine. Adam Vinny on the out. Your third row will be Pete Dillon, the 07 inside. Colin Penn in the 52 to his right. Inside out in row number 4, the 81 of Jeff Wardeman and Stephen Pierce in the 24. Our fifth row will have Casey Owen in the 05. In that 9th spot, Marvin Turnmeyer in 10th and the 16. Sean McLaughlin in the 77. Row number 6. On the inside next to Garrett Boyd in the 21. And our final handful of rows here, Justin Carby, excuse me for blowing that completely, in the 29, inside row number 7, next to the 31 of Andrew Humphrey. Andrew Sheminsky in the 53, and Matt Knowles in the 15 make up row number 8. And our final row, Joey Connor and Chris Albee coming out of the LCQ. Inside and out, row number 9. And the green flag is out. Boy, it has gotten dusty and dark here. Good, clean start, front row. They get single file quickly. John Brunner is going to give a tappity tap to that bumper cover on the 91, and that's going to open things up for Reed Rundle. Rundle gets into the left rear corner, checks the car up, and lets Brunner save it. And we're going to have caution behind. Casey Wynn, Stephen Pierce, Andrew Humphrey. Oh, boy. This may be the big one at Slinger Speedway. Oh, it starts here, and it is a pinball effect. Oh, Stephen Pierce got turned off of the right front corner of the 52 of Colin Penn, and that just starts a big chain reaction. There's all kinds of cars that get little pieces of that. Oh, boy. Oh, Pierce still trying to get the 24 rolling. He's got suspension damage. He's going to take it in. They're going to look at it, see if they can put him back out here. Well, caution number 1 on a lap number 2 or 3. No over-under for cautions tonight. We'll save that for tomorrow night. Our winner did not contact me. I see the bumper cover on Reed Rundle's 43 machine is pushed all the way up and in. He's got a big V notch in the back of it.
Green, green, green.
Here we go. Oh, big missed shift right there. And Adam Vinny almost turned Nathan Hale. Now gets a big run out of 2. Battle for the lead going into 3 and 4. Adam Vinny second to the line just barely that time. Can he clear out of turn 2 and get by Nathan Hale? Hale trying to lay right on that right-hand door, and it's not going to work. New leader. Adam Vinny out front. Hale second. Pete Dillon in third. Reed Rundle is fourth, and John Brunner sliding back to fifth. He's got company with Jeff Werdeman up the inside. And whoa, Werdeman, oh my.
All right, man.
Big contact. Everybody's trying to check up. This is just short track racing, guys. You're going to see this. Werdeman got in, the car bottomed out, slid up the hill, and then McLaughlin, Sheminsky, Boyd, all of them just kind of getting in the pile. So second caution about 5 laps in. Adam Vinny has gone to the front, got around Nathan Hale. Pete Dillon got past Reed Rundle. And then the melee started behind that with Werdeman kind of being in the middle of it. Turnmeyer, Sheminsky, all able to continue on. That's about the top 6-7 cars right there. It is just, the air has just gotten foggy. I think that's what it is. So we're going to race through the fog. They're race car drivers. Let them get after it. Nobody worries if they can't see. Restart. Oh, Nathan Hale with a missed shift once again, and he is going to give up another spot. He's going to give one up to Pete Dillon. Oh, and then a hook job right there.
Caution is out.
Let's go back. Missed shift. Dillon is right there. Here comes Rundle, and then I don't know. That's going to be a tough one. Dillon was moving up a little. Hale moved down just a little bit. We are seeing a whole lot of bent sheet metal tonight, folks. And it is happening quick and fast. So Pete Dillon is missing the bumper cover on the front of that car. I do know that these cars are very susceptible when they get damage on the front to engines expiring. Well, all you lumber dude Beardsconsin fans, and where the hell are Jay and everybody else at? Because their boys are up and they're running one too. This we don't see often. No Jay, no Beards. What is going on? Should get the one to go signal this time. We'll not really have to do much in the way of doubling up because most of the guys have already done it for us. Teammates on the front row, teammates on the second row. Then Andrew Sherminsky and Sean McLaughlin, row 3. Garrett Boyd and Andrew Humphrey in row 4. As we come back to it, Joey Connor. Or, not Joey Connor. Good Lord, my mind went. Yeah, it is Joey Connor in the 91. Already up inside the top 10. And remember, he started 17th. Back under the green flag of Vinny Rundle. Breakaway 1-2. Turnmeyer and Werdeman teammates going at it. And Turnmeyer, wow. Jeff Werdeman just cannot keep that 81 car down the bottom. Here we go.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
And I don't know what it is. If it's the line that he is running. But he gets down the corner. And that car just kind of bounces a little, and then he's going up the hill. This time he got his teammate, and then his teammate just got pummeled. So Brunner headed back. I don't know if they got that thing fixed or not. Most of the front end and left side of Turnmeyer's car. It looks to me like that left front wheel is just a banging and a bouncing and a beating around there. I cannot get a good angle where I can get on the left side of that car. Yeah, it is broken. Suspension is definitely broken on the left front. So let's get back to the front. There's old Beards. Where's your partner in crime? Fourth caution, we are barely 10 laps into this thing. We're about a quarter of the way. We are likely to get that one to go signal right here. And we do. So, Vinny and Rundle, row number 1. Then Werdeman and Boyd in 2. Knowles and McLaughlin. Carby and Albie, that's row 4 as we go back to green. Now we're dwindling down. We only got about 11 cars still running in this thing, maybe 12. Oh, big time. Once again, we got cars into one another. Garrett Boyd. Yeah, Boyd. Down the corner, a little bit wide. McLaughlin got in his left rear corner. Got him turned around, and he's going to get beaten up just a little bit too. So, Taco Bell. Well, if you go to Taco Bell, I mean, I guess you got to know going in, you get what you deserve. I go to Taco Casa. Reminds me of a place, a lot of a place that I used to go to in high school called Taco Tico. And, man, you can't hardly beat it. Absolutely 1,000 times better than Taco Bell. Okay. So the war of attrition has us down to around 12. Make it 11. Nathan Hale. Now Garrett Boyd. So we're down to 10. We started with 18. We are down to 10. We're going to have 11 on track. Casey Wynn just salvaging points. He's 7 laps down. I just saw him roll back onto the speedway out of turn number 4. Well, I guess so.
Green flag.
Green flag once again. Reed Rundle trying to fight on the top side, see if he can go steal the win from Adam Vinny. I think he's going to need to just get himself in line here because Jeff Werdeman, you leave a door open, you got problems. No caution. Wow, no caution. Whoops, sorry, pushed the wrong button there, but no caution. We're going to stay green. We're just going to go watch and see what happened because we kept the camera trained on the 64. How is that not a caution? I don't know how that's not a caution. We stayed green. Rundle's still running out there. Vinny and Knowles, 1-2. Carby, Alvey. Connor is 5th. Rundle is 6th with half his car gone, and Brunner is back here right in front of, but he's a lap down. Now, Werdeman, and he's off track. Colin, Dylan, Humphrey, all off track. We are down to about 7 cars. This is crazy. We're going to get to talk a lot about that 64 car because we are going to be down to 18 to go. We haven't even made it to halfway yet. But they're starting to be spread out now. And that may give us a little bit of a green feel here. Casey Wynn still out here making laps. Wynn is going to start picking guys off here pretty quick. In about 2 laps, he will start moving up. And he will jump all the way to about 8th place. Should start, I believe, at the end of this lap. You'll see the 05 go. There he goes. Now, made the passes on all the cars parked in the pits, and now he'll jump up to 8th. I'm not sure he is going to improve any more than that. But he is right in front of the leader. And if Adam Vinny can keep the 64 car facing the right way, this should be an easy one, and then we're going to get to see it. We're going to get to see that figure 8 burnout. We're going to keep the camera on him the whole time. We're going to try not to flinch. Ten to go this time by Matt Knowles, 3 seconds behind, but he's got company. Here comes Justin Carby in the 29 car. This could shape up to be about Knowles goes wide out of 2. Carby keeps it down low. He's going to get there. Oh, big blink out of the 29. Doesn't seem to affect the racing. As Carby goes by, move him to 2nd. Knowles back to 3rd. Connor is 4th. And he's closing on these 2. Now the laps ticking off the board quite quickly. So we're down to 7 to go with Adam Vinny across the line already. 4 seconds ahead of this battle. Final podium spot going to be up for grabs here, and it's going to get contested. I think Knowles using his stuff up pretty good. It'll be the wave lap right here. 5 to go for Adam Vinny. 4 1/4 seconds in front. Now Connor moves into third. Carby still second. Knowles is fourth. Albie fifth and Rundle sixth, and those two are coming together. A top 5 for the 43, as damaged as he is. But lap traffic right in front of the leader. 3 to go this time. He's working to the inside of Wynn. And Wynn will go 9 laps down. Adam Vinny, 2 to go. Popsicle sticks from the starter stand. Quickest in the pre-race practice session. Quickest in qualifying. Second in his heat race. Got to the front, took the lead. And now he's on the white flag. And it looks like 64 car once again. Victory lane at Slinger Speedway. Adam Vinny picks up the win. Carby second and Connor third. And now we got to watch. Said if he won, he'd give us the figure 8 burnout. Well, we're going to try to make him do it. Oh, looped her a little down here in turn 1. But across the track he goes, and he's going to boink. Oh, big dent, left front corner of it now. That's all right. Oh, how good of a picture can we find here? That ought to be good enough for right now. I don't think we're going to get too much closer unless the fan cam is better. Nope. Nope. Definitely not. Oh, that would have been a good one, but we're parked over top of one another, so we'll go right here. We'll get ready to talk to Joey Connor. Let's see. Where is he? Don't see him in the chat yet. I know Adam Vinny is in chat. Carby's here. Joey's here. Let's grab him up here. Joey Connor, you got a copy. Joey Connor.
Hey, am I in the right room, or do y'all know?
You are now.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Had to go through the LCQ. Started 17th. A third place finish. I will say this. It had to just be nerve-wracking with everything that was going on out there in the feature.
Oh, man, I tell you, that was, yeah, I mean, in the heat race, I got run down in the apron and got into John. I got turned around. I didn't even think I was going to even make the race. And I don't think I've ever drove through that many wrecks in my life. It was kind of unbelievable. But I tell you, Adam, I'm not taking anything away from Adam Vinny. He was the man the whole time. I struggled here. I was terrible here, to be honest with you.
Well, it looked like, with the war of attrition that was going on, it was really about just trying to be there at the end, and then you got into a little bit of a battle with about 6 or 7 to go, and it was right off the podium. You made it work out, and you got home on the podium tonight.
Yeah, I'll take that all day long. And it really wasn't that bad there at the end. I was trying to pick my way through all the wrecks and be there at the end.
Well, still a great run, man. Give me some shout-outs, some thank yous. We'll let you get out of here and go celebrate.
Oh, man, I got to thank you and thank God first and foremost. And thank Reed Rundle, all the guys put on the league. Thank all the guys in the league. I got to thank Wabam, Scrubber Dub, Beardsconsin, and the guys that support me, Pereira Race Parts, Chris and Alan Pereira. And that's all I got.
All right, man. Congrats on a great run. Thanks for chatting with us. I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow night.
Thank you, sir.
Joey Connor finishing in third. Now, let's get him up here. No car to show. We apologize for that, folks. But Justin Carby, wasn't as easy as I'm sure it looks on paper.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Just, I fought there to be there at the end and missed the carnage, and it all worked out.
Yeah, that's got to be tough. I mean, you guys all come out and you run your practice, you're qualifying. There's not a lot of, incidents going on. You get to the heat races, and still it's pretty clean. But we get to the feature, and it would just look like a war zone for a little while. What were you guys thinking about out there riding around in all the carnage?
Oh man, I was just trying to stay out of it, trying to keep my car clean, and just praying to God up there that he was gonna let me miss the wreck.
You, Matt Knowles, and Joey Connor had a hell of a battle the last 4 or 5 laps there, and you're able to hold on here and come home second. Best part of the race or most nerve-wracking?
Oh, definitely nerve-wracking. The last 5 laps, I was trying not to mess up because I saw third place coming. And I was like, oh, come on, there's 5 more laps.
All right, man. Well, a great run. Give us some shout-outs, some thank yous before we let you get out of here tonight.
First off, I got to thank Casey One Designs, my wife, my daughter, my grandparents for letting me do this, and you for broadcasting and then putting on the league. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on a great run. Look forward to seeing you back next time.
Thank you.
Justin Carby finishing in the second spot, and now. Well, we talked to him in between heat races and the feature, and we didn't jinx him, it doesn't look like. He was quickest in the pre-race session. He was quickest in qualifying. He come home second after starting fourth in his heat. Got to the front. Really didn't have much in the way of challenges except for restarts, and brought the car home clean until we did the burnout there. Then got the left front all jacked up. So, Adam, Vinny, all in all, Slinger Speedway been pretty good to you tonight.
How about that, Roger?
Well, we were waiting for that full figure 8 burnout there, and, man, you got around. You were getting ready to park this thing. Somebody backs into you. There wasn't a scratch on the car until then.
Yeah, I tried. Tried to do a little burnout around there, and, yeah, he ended up backing up into me, but it was partially my fault.
Well, you got a lot of fans out here that are excited that the 64 car is in victory lane at Slinger Speedway again.
Oh, I know. I was trying to keep my composure, stay calm, hit my marks, but all I could think about was my dad driving side by side with me, and yeah, he helped me through it.
Awesome run. I gave you some grief there in between sessions that, we're used to seeing the limousine number 11. And it's kind of like an Uber.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of liking the 64. That's 2 wins on the season, so I'll take it.
Are we destined to see the 64 more often?
It's possible. We'll just have to wait and see.
All right, man. Give me them shout-outs, some thank yous, and, we'll let you go celebrate and maybe high-five Dad.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you, Roger. Thank you, Dirt Racing Network. Thank you to Reed and Mars. Thank you to Wabam, Scrubadub, Camus, Beardsconsin. Man, Next Level Litigation Support. It's Wisconsin, the Wisconsinite podcast. My Aunt Marine, who's on the car. Just everybody. Thank you, everybody. This is great. Like this is probably the greatest win of all time for me. So I'm speechless. It's fantastic.
All right, man. Well, congrats on the win at your favorite place, at a place that's very sentimental to you. And I will look forward to seeing you here in just a little bit off in the dirt.
Yes, sir. I got to go hop on the chopper and get my butt down there.
All right, man. We'll see you in a little bit. Adam Vinny, family legacy winner. All right, there in the 64 car. Let's take a quick look. We're going to show you. We're going to call it the official results. It's more of a triage list than it is anything else. Vinny, Carby, Connor, 1, 2, 3. Knowles and Arundel, 4 and 5. Albie was 6th. Brunner 7th. Wynn 8th. Ordeman 9th. Penn 10th. Humphreys 11th. Dillon 12th. Boyd was 13th. McLaughlin 14th. Hale in 15th. Shemensky 16th. Turnmeyer 17th. And Stephen Pierce rounded things out. A little rough. A little bumpy. A lot of bent sheet metal. Maybe some hurt feelings. But one excited driver in that 64 car as he rolls it off. He's getting ready to take it back around for the big celebration off in the pits. That is going to do it for the Mars series here. Show number 1, guys. We're going to take a short break. Let me see how long that break's going to be. That break is going to be about 15 minutes. And we are going to come back live for Dirt Slingers. Camus Racing Simulators Big Block Modifieds. They are in round number 10 tonight. They start their practice session right at the bottom of the hour. We'll wait about 5 minutes, go live, watch a little bit of their practice. See if we can find the points, go over those. We see a lot of these same drivers right back in there again in a little while. So make sure you tune back in for that. It has been an absolute pleasure calling another fun race for you guys. I thank you very much for being here. Without you guys, there's no reason for us to do this. And without all the leagues giving you awesome racing like you saw right here, right now, and you're about to see again here in about 20 minutes, there's nothing for us to cover. So everybody gets a huge thank you to that. If you can't come back, be sure to join us tomorrow night for ERA. That is an 8:30 Eastern start time. And then on Thursday night, same time, same channel for Netcode Esports Mighty Midget Series. If we don't see you in the second show, peace and love to you. Keep the rough side down. And if we do see you coming back in 15, try not to go anywhere too far.